Publisher journey video of the day. How you doing? Today was a pretty good day. Worked on setting up my book, HowExpert Guide to 365 Marketing Tips, coming soon in the near future. Okay, so stay tuned, as that book will be coming out soon. I set it up, got the ISBN, set it up on all the platforms out there. The content's pretty much finished, and formatting is 80% done. The more you publish, the better you get, and the faster you get at publishing and creating content, as well as formatting. And recently I discovered a new technique on how to format a lot faster using MS Word. And again, if you're part of my training, my course, my membership site, then I'll teach you all these updated techniques that I'm learning in real time behind the scenes. There's a way to format things a lot faster. Like, for example, getting all the headings right, the set style right for all these different sections. In a nutshell, like back then I had to do one by one, but there's a way to do it all at once. I figured out a way. So it's saving me time in terms of formatting the book. I could get the book content done sometimes as fast as a day. If there's errors, it might take 2 days. Formatting used to take me kind of several hours in a day to do it, but now I found a way to do it in 1 hour, or in 1 hour pretty much. So that's going to save me a lot of time to focus on creating more and more books. So I just recently discovered that method. Just sometimes you know how to use MS Word or Microsoft Word and all this stuff, but there's little things that you weren't sure you can do. But the more you publish, you find out these little things here and there. So I think I'm able to publish about 2 books consistently in a week, and that's a pace of 2 books a week for 52 weeks in a year. That's about 100 books a year. That's not bad. Now what I need to refine and get better at is selecting the topic. That is essential. And I've already published over 500 titles, 400 books on nonfiction, and 100 plus on fiction. But majority of it was using real life everyday experts, freelancers, right? But I recently started doing with AI about 20 books per se. And out of the 20 books, the ones that are selling are, my first 20 books was like a test. Test out what works and then find out what gets you results and focus. And the type of books that are selling the best, ironically, interestingly, are the most unique niche topics, guys. That was kind of interesting. No matter how great these other books were, that were comprehensive, 60,000 words, 80,000 words, 100,000 words on general topics, which I will finish and do because that's one of my milestones. I want to cover all core categories, so anybody who's interested in my books and what kind of books you have, I can point them to one book or one not. Okay, whether online or real life or whatnot, whatever. Okay, so, but out of the ones off the top, what books are selling? It's the unique niche topics. Like I said before, if I've done several niche topics, but the ones where you haven't really heard of those niche topics before, like my theory, like I said before, if I've never heard that topic, that's actually a good topic. Okay, and that theory is right. It's the most unique niche topics are the ones that are selling, ironically, because it has no competition. It's easier to rank on Amazon, and on top of that, my competitors, my small amount of competitors in those unique niches, they're not maximizing those books. They're not turning into an ebook, paperback, hardback, which I'm doing, and audiobook down the line. They're not doing advertising. They're not doing YouTube videos. They're not publishing out to all the other platforms out there. So that's an interesting lesson I'm learning, unique niche topics. So moving forward, the lesson I'm learning is hey, I gotta go into these unique niche topics. I gotta find a formula I need to figure out a formula on what type of topics will do best and keep coming up with these niche topics. Keep coming up with these niche topics, unique niche topics, not just general niches, but unique niches. And after publishing about 400 plus nonfiction books, you know, without me using any formula, I have a knack. I'm gonna be honest with you, not just to being truthful. Like, I have a sense on what topic is unique and what's not. Okay, because I've heard every single topic under the sun most of the time. But if I come across a topic that I haven't heard of, I'm going for it. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. Moving forward, I'm making another pivot. You know, I'm making another pivot moving forward. I want to go into these unique niche topics, guys, one at a time. And I'll probably share with you what these topics over time, which ones I publish, which I usually do, because I'm not coming from like scarcity. I'm coming more from abundance, because I publish all topics. I plan to publish hopefully 1,000 books over my lifetime and beyond, you know, plus hopefully. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So the next topics, stay tuned. I already have 2 topics that I have in mind that I'm pretty sure they'll do pretty well, because they're pretty unique as well. And yeah, stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned as I go for these topics. And after that, yeah, rinse and repeat. And another thing I'm testing out is I'm trying to angle the books to have 365 tips about the topic I'm doing. But there's pros and cons to everything. Although the book is angled, I haven't done enough of these books yet. You know, I've only done 2. HowExpert Guide to 365 Hobbies. The next one, HowExpert Guide to 365 Marketing Tips, which I'm working on now. But if this 365 doesn't really sell well, I'm just going to go with the general approach, general comprehensive guide. Because to be honest with you, coming up with 365 topics in terms of content creation, even using AI, is kind of a hassle, because it's a lot of content. It's 100,000 words, and on top of that, some days when I'm doing 365 tips, some tips are 300 words, some tips are 200 words. Even though I tell AI to be consistent, give me 250 to 275 to 300 words, sometimes they start off long and then they end up short, no matter how many. So I have to go fix day by day, which takes forever to finish up this content. That's why, like, this marketing tips, 365 marketing tips I'm working on, I have to still fix the content, because each tip has to fit into one page, if you know what I mean, because it's 365 tips. I want to make it even as possible. So yeah, there's pros and cons to everything. But if this angle sells well, I'll continue with it. But there is some cons about doing the 365 angle type of book. It just takes too long, man. Compared to the past, when I was just doing it, I was just cranking out books left and right, easy. So I think I have another idea. I think I would just go with the regular books first. It doesn't have to be 365 tips. Just the most comprehensive, organized, step-by-step, structured table of contents, and based on that, create the content from start to finish. Do it and sell it, and if it sells well, I'll do 365 tips, another book. And if that sells well too, I'll do 1,001 tips. Does that make sense? I think that's a lot smarter and more efficient, because my first book will be like a test, you know? And then I'll do a better book that takes longer time, 365 tips type of book, you know? I just had that idea right now. Because that's what sometimes I do these videos, not for other people. I do it for me, to be honest with you. Because sometimes when you're a solopreneur, you don't talk to a lot of people. But when you talk to yourself sometimes like this, you're like, aha, here's an idea. Some people may watch my videos. Are you crazy? You only get 5-10 views. It's okay. I don't do it for you. I do it for me, man. I do these videos for me so I could brainstorm, okay? So sometimes do videos. Whoever you are, whatever you do, it's good to kind of get your own feedback as you talk to yourself, you know? Yeah, that's another idea. I think that's going to help me be more efficient moving forward. Create books that are just the way I did it. I would crank out a book in a day, and then I could format the book in an hour. I could potentially finish a book in a day, guys. And the setup process takes another hour or 2. So if I just really focus, I believe I could finish a book, you know, maybe maybe 2 to 3 books a week. I don't know. We will see. The topic selection does take time because I don't want to just waste going to any topics now. I want to be more efficient moving forward in terms of the topic selection. I want to be able to select the best topic as possible that is just laser focused. But my common sense theory, just from publishing 20 books with AI, the ones that are selling, those are the books that have unique niches. Those are the unique niche topics that most people haven't heard of in the past, you know? So moving forward, those are the things I'm going to do. I'm going to just start off, create a book. The comprehensive makes it easier to create book first, not the 365 approach. Only do that if the book sells, okay? And go into unique niche topics, okay? And third, I would say, again, go into unique niche topics. And then third, create 365 style books down the line after the book sells, okay? I'm not going to do 365 for any topic anymore. I want to just do general books that teaches everything about that topic first. Put it on the marketplace. If it sells well, then do a 365 book. Also, moving forward, a pivot I'm making is I'm going to do unique niche topics, okay? Ideally, the formula they say is BSR, the top 10 books using Kindle Spy, the software. It's a Chrome app. The top 10 competitors for that keyword on Amazon book section, it has to have a BSR of 50,000 or less, ideally, okay, on average. That means it's selling. The lower the BSR, best-selling rank, the better. So 50,000 is actually selling. But on top of that, and in conjunction to that, 50,000 BSR, it has to have an average of 1,000 books on Amazon or less. If it's more than 1,000 books, 10,000 books, it's too much competition. So it has to have a sweet spot of those two things: 50,000 BSR and 1,000 books or less. That's it for right now. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more, click the link below the video. Check out my books. Talk soon. All right. Take care. Bye.